Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved home, land of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised, the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets fill the glorious song of victory. We scored all might and wrong. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfalls. Guide all our movements, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed the humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Let those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious Oh, hail Biafra! We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by our enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying the same thing about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietela is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain, you do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? If not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They said they support Akeredolu. This is the governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu. Are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning, please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is mineral. The same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace serious mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce Carnation milk in Kano? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. It is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army Mihetiala to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do the same thing? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place to... All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day I want idiot to come and say, we are intellectuals. And you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle, Nama, from over 300 miles. Claiming Yoruba forest is a place for you to be in. You want to relax, Yoruba forest is every Nigerian is free to live anywhere. And do their business anywhere, yes. But when an Igbo man tries to sell beer in Kano, you destroy it. You destroy their businesses, you destroy their hotels, but you can come down to the south and live anywhere you like and graze anywhere you like. And you're telling me that is a country, that is one Nigeria for you? The Fulanis we are talking, they call them the Funa movement. Our attention has been drawn to a decree credited to one Rotimi Akeredolu, asking Fulani people who have occupied some forests in Ondo State to quit. We are also aware of another incident in Oyo State where an illiterate political talk gave quit notice to Fulani people to leave their territories, which are now their irreversible homes. Are you listening? Fulani are now saying that Yoruba forest is now their irreversible homes. They have now occupied Yoruba land in perpetuity. And I want to let my Yoruba friends understand this. You see, in life, anytime you support evil, evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we'll have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. I saw Joseph Okabe do that Lord Banta. They have taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope of them are prove to us that you are stood. Give us land in Olo. Hope of them will give them land in Olo. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a misery. But they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you are from Europe. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president.
All our leaders, past and present. We remember our leaders that are in detention as well. And we know the reason why. Those that have fought before us, why they choose the cause to fight for our freedom. And our leaders that are in detention today, We know the reason why they were detained is to stop our freedom. Our enemies, they are not sleeping. Our enemies don't want to give up or quit yet. The reason is because they don't want we Biafrans to be free. My fellow citizens, thank you all for joining us today. Thank you all for being part of this 1-year anniversary after Biafra is redeclared. Last year, history was made December 2nd in Lahti, Finland, somewhere part of the world in Europe, and of which it breaks our heart that Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, is not there. And it breaks our heart that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there. But we know they are with us in spirit. And all our heroes here, they will be proud of us. All our heroes will be proud of us because we did not give up. Because of you and I, because of the citizens of Biafra, because of the Biafra Republic government in exile, the cabinet, rep, and admin, and all fellow citizens of Biafra. They will be proud of us that we kept the fire burning. Before the amalgamation of the contraption called Nigeria, who are we? We are Biafra before the amalgamation. And from 1967 to 1970, Biafra was a country. And for that short period of time, Biafra was reharnessed by Nigerian terrorists, the invaders. And after years, because of the marginalization, and because of the inhuman treatment towards the Biafran people, and because of the massacre, terrorism towards Biafran people, Biafrans sent the loud message last year in Lahti, Finland, of which over 50 million Biafrans cast their vote, and 517 delegates that were present in Finland voted to send a strong message to the rest of the world. And these 517 that were present in Finland, they did not leave their various home, country, continent to Finland just for merriment. Rather, they want to make sure that the over 50 million votes were ratified. And these 517 delegates ratified the vote of over 50 million Biafrans. After the redeclaration, my fellow citizens, I believe we all know what is expected. We have a delegate from Ambazonia, and that delegate from Ambazonia sent a strong warning and advice to the Biafran people. His message is clear, that after our redeclaration, for us to be able to defend our land and liberate Biafra, we need to fund our liberation. That we need money. We need money. We need money not for merriment, rather we need money to fund our freedom, to make our redeclaration stand. We need money to liberate our land. We need money to get all that is necessary for us to chase the occupiers from our territory. My fellow citizens, what are you doing towards that? How are you part of this process? What are you bringing to the table? What are you doing for your dear loving country, Biafra Republic? What are you doing for your people? This is a question we all need to ask ourselves. After redeclaration, what is expected from each and every Biafran is to support, to fund our freedom until we totally liberate our land from the occupier, from the invaders. If you have not been part of this process, please kindly ask yourself a question. Do you want us to remain in a country that hates us with passion? Do you want us to remain in a country that treats us like animals? Do you want us to still remain in a terrorist country called Nigeria? Do you want us to remain in a country that sponsors over 22 terrorist groups? If you are not supporting our freedom, if you are not supporting this great movement, do you want us to remain in a country where there is Boko Haram that terrorizes everyone, where there is ISWAP that terrorizes everyone, where there is Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Houthis, Hamas, and other terrorist groups? Ask yourself this reasonable question, my fellow citizens. This is not time for us to be pointing fingers. This is time for all of us to unite and fight one common enemy, which is the Nigerian terrorist state. I believe each and every one of us have identified our enemy. That is the reason why we voted to exit Nigeria. For those that still believe in Nigeria, what have you benefited from this failed state? Here, United States of America, over 20 years ago, I, Mazio Gechukwu Nkiri, the Biafra Republic government as an acting prime minister. Someone walked to me And he said, he told me and he made it clear, loud and clear, that Nigeria is a failed state. I'm talking about 20 years ago. The question we ask ourselves, is Nigeria progressing towards betterment, or is Nigeria getting worse day by day? When the former president called Goodluck Jonathan, who served Nigeria and come back in shame, once upon a time, he is a vice president of that shithole country. And later on, he became the president. This man called Goodluck Jonathan quoted from what Tafawa Balewa and Azikiwe said, that Nigeria is not a country, that Nigeria is just a mere geographical expression created by the British government to profit and benefit the British people, not for the benefit of the Nigerian people, not for the benefit of the indigenous people of that territory called Nigeria. This failed man called Goodluck Jonathan, he well known that Nigeria is a scam. During the time when he was a president, he never made mention of that. Even when he served as vice president, he understood that Nigeria is a failed state, that Nigeria is a scam, it's a fraudulent state. This man understood that any house built on faulty foundation will not stand. And being a fool that is, he did not educate the Nigerian public. He did not educate even his people. He did not fight to get his people out of a failed state that is about to collapse. That is how corrupt the politicians of that country, how corrupt they are. They all recognize that Nigeria is not a country. That is why you see all the politicians, they don't give a damn. They don't care about the citizens of Nigeria because they believe that it will never work. And according to Tafawa Balewa and Nnamdi Azikiwe, also Goodluck Jonathan made it clear that the British, they tried to make the people of Nigeria come together as a country and unite. But the people are so divided that they can't work together or unite. When you go to the northern region of the contraption called Nigeria, they speak different language, different food. They have their own religion of terrorism. They have their own different way of life. They have their own different way ideology. Everything in the north is different from the south. The north and the south are not compatible. The religion of the north taught them how to Islamize people, taught them how to be extremists. The religion from the north taught them how they will overrun other regions in the contraption called Nigeria. The religion from the north don't know how to coexist with their neighbors. They are so extremist that all they know how to do is to how to commit crime, rape women, children, behead innocent citizens, burn people in their houses, Their religion taught them all about terrorism. Why the South, especially from the southeast, which is Biafran territory, where they worship their God Jehovah, Brgie Apm, where they believe in Christ Jesus, their Lord and their Savior. Their religion taught them how to live and let live. Their religion taught them how they can coexist with the rest of the world. And the Christians from the southeast, which is Biafra territory, they practice what their religion taught them. They tried to coexist with a country called Nigeria, with the people from the north. Rather, the people from the north choose to terrorize the Christians, Biafrans from the southeast. In Nigeria today, the Biafrans, they are the economic hub of Nigeria. They develop the southwest. They develop the capital city called Abuja. Everywhere in Nigeria, the Biafrans trying to live in any community they find themselves and to coexist with that community. And since the Nigerian people reject us, rather they decide to kill us, they decide to terrorize the Biafran people. That is one of the reasons why Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria. And since we have voted, we have chosen our fate to have our separate country. It's time we defend the Biafra land. Freedom is not given. Freedom is taken. And freedom is worth fighting for. We have leaders that are in detention today, where they are fighting for Biafra from there. And what about we that are outside detention? Some of us, especially those in Biafra land, they might still be living under the condition of fear because of the terrorists that are still ravaging everywhere in Biafra land. But that is not the reason why they shouldn't fight for their freedom. That is not the reason why they will give up or surrender to the enemies. We encourage every Biafran, put on your seat belt. Let's ride on to our destination. Forward ever, backward never. According to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said we have crossed the Rubicon. No going back. Backward is death, while forward is life. On this day, December the 2nd, while we celebrate our anniversary, the task for all of us is for us all to defend our land, and for us to do that, we will have to fund our freedom. Please, I know it's not easy. The task ahead of us is not easy. But no matter what, when the going gets tougher or harder, that is when we ourselves, we go harder and tougher as well. Please, my fellow citizens, I encourage and urge each and every one of us to do whatever you can to support this great movement. And what we are doing today, your contribution, every positive idea, everything that you have that you know you can bring, that we move this struggle, our freedom forward. That is what we release our leaders from detention. The Nigerian terrorist state that kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya 2021, they did not kidnap him because they love him so much. They did not kidnap him because they want to give him bread and butter. They did not kidnap him to appreciate him for a job well done. Rather, they kidnap him to stop our freedom. When Finland colluded with the Nigerian terrorist state and the EU to arrest Mazi Simon Ekpa, they did not arrest him because they love him so much as a good Finnish citizen. Everything is politically motivated. It's for them to stop us from celebrating our freedom. It's for them to stop us from being free. It's time that we prove them wrong. It's time that we prove all our enemy wrong. It's time that we let them know that our destiny is in our hand, that our destiny is not in their hand. And for those that are working hard to sabotage this freedom, please, we ask you to desist from your evil way. We ask you to do what is right. We ask you to remember your family members, those that have been raped, those that have been chased out of their ancestral home, those at their home have been raised and demolished by this terrorist state of Nigeria. We want you to remember the pain our brothers and sisters are going through. We also want you to reflect back and remember what happened from 1967 to 1970. How our uncles, our parents, our niece, nephew, family members were massacred, murdered in cold blood. How the children are starved to death, of which estimate of from 3 to 5 million people were massacred one way or the other way. We want you to remember, reflect back, and just close your eyes. See if you can picture you watching the documentary or you seeing what happened, how these children of Biafrans of that time, how they stayed days without water, days without food. Just picture being there. Just picture hearing them screaming, asking for food. Just picture yourself where the Biafran military, as of them, were asking for water. Nyamini gave me water. While they were thirsty, looking for water to drink, asking for savior, asking for who will save them, who will rescue them. Just picture what the Nigerian terrorist state did to your people. If that don't break your heart, if that don't make you think twice, if that don't make you go angry and want to burn this terrorist country down, please, we urge everyone, buckle your seatbelt. The journey ahead is not easy. It's tough, we understand. But together we will all overcome. Just like our forefathers. If our forefathers have allowed the invaders to take over our land, that land by now could have been gone. The land of Biafra is our inheritance. We cannot allow any man or woman born of a woman to take it out from us. Please, my fellow Biafrans, let us all fight one common enemy. Let us all come and unite in this great day while we are celebrating and remembering the day that over 517 delegates gathered in Lahti, Finland, and ratified the count of over 50 million Biafrans that voted to exit Nigeria. Let us all remember the sacrifices of all our heroes. Let us all remember the sacrifice our leader Ojukwu and our leader Philip Apm and all other leaders and the fallen heroes and veterans of Biafra, how they have sacrificed for us to see today. How they have sacrificed to make sure that we still have a place, a land called Biafra land. I call everyone. It's time for us to liberate our land. Every day we are fighting to chase out the occupiers. We are fighting to liberate our land. We need your moral support. We need your support spiritually. Otherwise, especially financially, it's time that we fund our liberation. It's time that we fund our freedom. With your fund, with your support, we'll be able to liberate Biafra land. And after liberation, when we have fully regained all our territory and chased out the occupiers, when we have fully chased out the invaders from our land and totally restoring Biafra by regaining our total sovereignty back, we will now celebrate Biafra independence, because by then, we don't depend on anyone. By then, we'll depend on ourselves. By then, we'll prove we can govern ourselves. By then, we know we don't owe anyone explanation. By then, we know we have totally regained our total freedom. Please, my fellow citizens, this is not time. This is not time. This is not time to be sabotaging what we are doing. Every time when we come out on social media, we cry out loud. Please, sometime when we are here talking to Biafran people or telling the world about our grievances or what we are going through, we might not be politically correct. We are fighting for survival, and we'll fight anyhow, any means that we can for us to survive. We are like a wounded lion. We know when a lion is hungry, when a lion is being starved or trying to, starve to death, that lion go after any prey brutally just to make sure they get that prey down. So for that lion to survive, that lion will fight. That lion will do everything, any means possible. We are a wounded lion that are fighting for survival. We'll go to any length. We'll go even below the belt just for us to survive. Because our land is bleeding. Because our land, we have terrorists that are surround our land trying to capture Biafra land. In 1806, a man called Osman Fodio, the father of these terrorists that are trying to overrun our land today, sworn an oath, and he vowed that they will make sure they Islamize the Biafran people, that they will make sure they take our land from us. My fellow citizens, are we going to allow what Usman and Fodio, the evil man that worship a blood-sucking God, to succeed the prayer that he prayed over 200 years ago? Our God, the living God, the El Shaddai, are we going to disappoint our God, Jehovah God, Brgie Apm? The answer is no. Our God have given us the wisdom, the necessary tools, things that we need to defeat this evil God called Allah. Our God have raised men from Biafra land. We have men, we have warriors, we have those that can fund this freedom. Please, our God have given us everything we need. Our God gave us those that have money in millions, in billions, in thousands. Please, we call all these great men and women that our God have blessed to come up and join this great fight. Because if they don't, and if this evil God of this terrorists succeed, we know what will happen. All the millionaires and billionaires in Biafra land will surrender to this evil God. And all these their works that they are floating everywhere, this evil God will take it away from you. So it's better you bring your money to the good God that bless you with that wealth. Please bring that money to support our freedom. And our God Almighty will bless you by doing so. The land of Biafra will bless you and bless your offspring. Please bring your offering to the house of Brgie Apm. Bring your offering to save the Christians of Biafra. This is time that we need to fund our freedom after our redeclaration. And since our redeclaration, we have achieved a lot. We have been going to Washington, D.C., having meetings with members of Congress, senators, both ours, both the Republicans and the Democrats. We have reached out to them. We have educated them more about our cause. And we can see that everything is yielding fruit today. Today in Washington, D.C., sanctions against the Nigerian terrorist state is being discussed. And for the past weeks and months, it's trending all over the social media. A great president called Trump and the leader of the free world, President Trump of the United States of America, through his office and the power invested in him, have designated the Nigerian terrorist state as a country of particular concern or a country that persecutes Christians. When you talk about Christians in that contraption called Nigeria, the Biafran Christians are more in majority. So when you talk about the persecuted Christians in Nigeria, you're talking about the Christians of Biafra, and also Christians in Nigeria from the middle belt and the southwest as well. Our case, our matter have been issued to the table of United States of America, congressmen and women. It's been deliberated upon. Please, this is time that we need to let the world know how ready we are to get our freedom. If you have not been supporting, please kindly support. And for those that are questioning what we have achieved, if you are not saying what we have achieved, you might need some glasses. If you are not hearing what we have achieved, you might need some kind of chip or micro phone that will help you to hear. Don't be like those in the Bible that the word of God said that they have eyes and they cannot see, that they have ears and they cannot hear. Please, we want you to open your ears, open your eyes so you can see. Please stop fighting this great cause. Stop fighting this freedom. This freedom is not just for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This freedom is not just for Mazi Simon Ekpa. This freedom is not just for Mazi Ogechukwu Nkire. This freedom is not just for Mazi Sonny Akbarawa. This freedom is not just for Honorable Bishop. This freedom is not just for all the cabinet members of Brgie Rep and admins. This freedom is for all of us, in extension to the global community, in extension to the whole world, because freedom of Biafra will as well bring peace and security to the entire global world, because the Biafran people will work hand in hand with this great state of United States of America to counter terrorism. Biafrans stand for light. We always choose the better side. We always choose light against darkness, meaning that the Biafran people will bring every goodies, everything they have, everything they can offer to this global community, everything they can bring to make this world a better place again. The Biafran people will bring their own quarter. The Biafran people will work hand in hand with this global community. It don't matter what language you speak. It don't matter where you're from. It don't matter your background. It don't matter your color, whether you are white, black, brown. Even if God decide to create red people, even if God decide to create yellow people, even if God decide to create any other color, we will work with you. We Biafran people have demonstrated that in the contraption called Nigeria. That is why anywhere you go in Nigeria today, whether in the rural area, whether in the city, any village, you will see a Biafra doing business. You will see a Biafra, any part of Nigeria today. No matter the treatment, everything that the Nigerian terrorist state have done to the Biafran people, how they massacre us during the war, how after the war, the Nigerian terrorist state, all they can do is to give every Biafra 20 pounds to start life all over. After everything the Nigerian terrorist state have done to the Biafran people, the Biafran people, their spirits still uplift and they still do what they know how to do best, to coexist with their neighbor. We demonstrate that in Nigeria. We try everything, but rather in Lagos, Southwest today, the Nigerian terrorist states are burning, demolishing Biafran houses, Biafran's business. In the northern part of Nigeria today, they are burning our houses, they are demolishing our houses, they are destroying, burning Biafran's businesses, economic jihad, just to do everything they can to bring the Biafran people down because of the hatred. If the Biafran people can demonstrate live and let live in Nigeria, no matter the inhuman treatment, what does that tell you? That tells you that the Biafran people can coexist with this global community. We encourage and we also ask or urge the nations of the world to recognize Biafra, starting from United States of America. We really appreciate United States of America for the opportunity they have given us, especially from Congress, giving us a fair hearing. On the 18th of September, we have our congressional hearing. And we also submit a eight-page of testimony to Human Rights Commission of Congress. We appreciate them for all they are doing. And we also expect United States of America to do more as the leader of the free world. Thank you, my fellow citizens. And we have more updates coming. The government shutdown is over. We'll be having more meetings. There's some stuff we can publicly say on air, but the recognition of Biafra from Washington, D.C. is in progress. Actually, today, I visited Washington, D.C. today as a messenger, as a Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, as a Prime Minister of Biafran people. I'm at Washington today to deliver a message, and the message is well delivered and received. I will keep working for the Biafran people and for our leaders in detention. We Biafran people will do everything, starting from me, we'll do everything within human reach. We'll do everything humanly possible to secure their release. And our activity in Washington, D.C., we expedite the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, also the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa, because they are political prisoners, because arresting them is politically motivated. It's not because of crime that they have committed. And we have a Honorable Minister of Information and other speakers that will be speaking in this wonderful, beautiful day today. Please, my fellow citizens, it's time that we all come unite and face our one common enemy. And it's time that we fund our freedom and support our freedom. And we all need to rally and support Biafra Republic government in exile, because Biafra Republic have come to stay, because Biafra is our destination. Biafra is our last bus stop. We need your support. We don't want you to keep on the track for those saboteurs. Please, we don't want you to remain on that track of sabotaging that you have chosen, because it will not end up well with you. So you better retract from your evil way and support Biafra Republic government in exile that is piloting this affair. Thank you from here, my fellow Biafrans. Thank you very much. Time is coming when we will celebrate our independence. Now we are celebrating our anniversary by remembering today mark 1 year that we redeclare Biafra. Thank you all from here, and we might be taking questions, one or two, and we also will open the mic for those that want to say one or two things on contribute towards what we achieve. We appreciate everyone. And I also want to use the opportunity to appreciate my right-hand man, the COS, Mazi Amobi Ene. If you're here today, of which I believe you are, because you cannot miss being in this great occasion. And the Minister of Information, Honorable Mazi Sonia Korawa, and all the entire brigade cabinet here. I can see James Adney, Honorable Minister of Information, and the COS. They're going to be the one to carry out this duty to make sure that every honorable member of the cabinet that is here today will recognize your presence, because I'm trying to look from here to see everyone that is here today. Thank you from here. Thank you all, Biafrans. Thank you very much.
please.
While we wait for Honorable Minister of Information, please, my fellow citizens, I want all of us to reflect back on everything our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said. Years ago, he told people of the Southwest that these terrorists, the Fulani herdsmen are coming, that they are coming. He sent a strong signal, a strong warning. He told the people of the Oduduwa Republic, the Yoruba people, that the Fulanis are coming, that they are in the Yoruba people forest. They mock him. They laugh at him. If they have the chance, they will stone him just the same way they stone some apostle in biblical account. But what is happening today? The Yoruba land in question, if you look all over social media, they start posting now. Kwara is overrun by these terrorists. Few days ago, I saw a video emanating from Lagos, where these Fulani people are chasing people from their houses. The Yoruba people are now crying. They are not crying. They are not complaining that the Fulanis are here, that the Fulanis are here to kill them. They are now complaining that Nigeria is a terrorist state. In fact, and we have a question for the Oduduwa or Odua Republic. What are they waiting for? For them to redeclare or declare their own nation, Oduduwa Republic. Just because of the evil in their hearts. Just because the Southwest have colluded with the northern Nigeria to terrorize the Biafran Christians from the southeast. Just because the southwest and the northern part of Nigeria have shared Nigeria and they believe the Biafran people are not part of Nigeria. If they know that the Biafran people are not part of the Nigeria, can somebody ask them question? Why don't they want to let the Biafran people go? If they don't let Biafran people go, Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu echoed this years ago. The middle belt that is running from their villages, from their ancestral home today, this same middle belt is where Gowon, who massacred Biafrans in millions, is from middle belt. When our Juku, our leader, asked them to go and have their own country, let's have a regional government. And our leader has also encouraged the Yoruba, the Oduduwa people, I think through Awolowo, to go and declare Oduduwa Republic. They all refuse. But today, look at what is happening in Middle Belt, in Benue. We are not happy that Christians in Middle Belt are being massacred. No life supposed to be lost. Nobody deserves to die. It don't please us to see that Christians are being killed in Benue State today. But this is something that's supposed to have been prevented, but they refuse just because of the hatred they have over the Biafran Christians. In late 1980s, I happened to travel to one of the village in Middle Belt, in somewhere in Benue State, called Ugbedumagu, somewhere like that. Me and one of my uncle in that village. That is when I found out that the word in Nyamiri, I think the Middle Belt, there's one of these chiefs from Middle Belt was narrating about what happened during the war, that the Biafran soldiers were running, asking for water because they are thirsty. And they start calling them, using that word, meaning that the Biafran soldiers are asking for water, screaming, Nyemini, Nyamini, Nyemini. Now that is where they derive the word Nyamini from. And today, the same Middle Belt are running everywhere. The same Middle Belt are crying for help. This is something that's supposed to have been prevented. That is why we also encourage people from the Middle Belt, especially Benue and other Plateau, Kaduna, and so on. It's better they have their own separate country and be self-governance rather than this contraption. And the Arewa Republic, it will be better they go their own separate way. And the Yoruba people, the Oduduwa, will be better off if we all go our own separate way and develop our regions, we can be good neighbors and live in peace rather than this cut and join, this contraption that is not working. Nigeria can never work. The unity of Nigeria can never work because we are not compatible. We are people with different ideology, different belief, different religion. We can coexist as neighbor, but we cannot live together in the same country. We have tried for over 100 years and it did not work. Please, Honorable Minister of Information, if you're back, you cannot take the mic. Thank you very much.
Sir, my network is restored. Thank you. Yes, sir. Greetings. Right Honorable APM, thank you so much, sir, for your good works for Biafran people. I say more grace to your elbows. Yes, sir. Honorable Minister for Information and the cabinet members, those who are consistency personified, who understand the need for us to do what we're doing. But it is imperative. I thank you so much, especially our women, our mothers. I just want to say I love you. Yes, you're the best. You're the best. And at the end of our fight, the Biafran people will prove to you that yes, we appreciate our gallant women. Since time immemorial, we never joke with our women, and we're going to prove to the world that yes, we respect and appreciate our women and also our heroes. Because the system of Nigeria have actually made people to celebrate criminals, celebrate fraudulent men, those who get rich to the detriment of others, instead of appreciating true heroes. But despite all, I trust my people, even as they try to demonize our internal leader, to demonize them, to say all manner of things. In my village alone, I can count 3 people that bear Ojuku, but I've not seen anyone bearing Gowan. I've not seen anyone, even from the middle belt, I've not seen anyone bearing Gowan. You know, so we appreciate, good name is better than words. And that's where we stand. It's better to stand by your people and die than standing against your people and die cowardly in the hand of the enemy. Because all who sabotage their own people, they end in shame. They never end well. Either they were killed or they end like slaves. They never talk like a Nyanwodo. Nyanwodo, where then I cannot speak. If you speak now, they will flash in one of 2 things. You go inside. That is the effect of standing as a saboteur. I remember when I was thinking, you moron. Thank you so much for what you have done for Biafran people. I just want to tell you that it is our obligation to do what we're doing. I see what our people are suffering all over the world. I ask myself, how will it continue? How long will this stop? And we see those who died, that 5 million children and pregnant women, they have not gotten justice. And what we're doing will give them justice. And I replied to one Nigerianist last night. I told you, whether you are as long as you're an indigenous person and your people partake in serving that 5 million children, you can never do well. No region will do well until that they got justice. They get justice. And what justice is the justice? Biafra restoration. Yes, we are the government, then we put a day to remember them and do what they're supposed to do. The spirit will rest in peace. As it is now, they are hovering, including others who died. I remember one of the Biafran people who were shot by the Nigerian terrorist army. I wasn't there, but those who were, they said that he said, go and continue, stop at nothing till Biafra is restored. That was the sole request. And having heard that, I'm obligated in making sure that that request is fulfilled. Yes, that is why we are fighting. We never stop. Yes, we will not stop. So that is why I say, don't tell those who were killed by enemy to rest in peace. Those who their life cut short, who did not get buried as is supposed, because the living, what you owe the dead is to give them burial. Those who have not gotten something like that, how can they rest in peace? It's for them to possess me, possess others, possess us to fight for that through which they died. Make sure that we achieve that for them to be able to rest in peace. So as they are possessing us, we must continue fighting. Must continue fighting and making sure that our inalienable rights, what the nature, the universe gave to us, must be ours. We can never be slaves in our land. That is why I'm against those who, instead of them starting to fight for their people, they choose to allow the enemy to bribe them in their super property. I look at what is happening in the north, how they mine their gold, everything to themselves. They carve 12 states, give themselves their own law and police. And they will ask you, I don't want this country to be divided. I don't want, but there are the people who have divided the country already. If not that, what we have in the south are puppets, weakest men on earth. They would have risen up that media and say, yes, these people have already carved out their own country. Let us carve out, but they kept. The time they tried to do one governors forum together, the North rose up and all of them were shivering. Why the same North were to get middle belt, including Biafra territories, Biafra land to the North, all of them are celebrated to the North. Who does that? We must rise up. And I thank governments who have achieved a lot. Yesterday, I was actually telling some people, visit the government website. Yes, if you're not, go visit the US website to see what's already been achieved. Yes, so that you know who is fighting for you. Because if you're still living in denial, trying to pretend you don't know what is going on, this time around, the subtlety you are exhibiting will be to a detriment. It's not time of trying to deceive yourself. Know those who are fighting for you and do what is good at the right time. One thing is good to do the right thing, another thing is to do it at the right time. Do that right thing at the right time. Fund BDF at the right time, not to when the enemy gain enough ground, then it becomes difficult, then you begin that your money. Or you're waiting until you come to a village before you rise up. The people that are fighting to liberate you, they are not all of them from England where they are now. All you men and women from all corners of Biafra, they gather. Some of them never even reach their place. People from Usoko, from they gather from Akwa, everywhere. They gather to fight because they know the importance of that place to fight. So you don't wait until you reach your house before you rise up. And if you're waiting until you reach your house, then you may not live to tell the story. So that is why we must rise up. We must do that right thing at the right time. We must do that right thing at the right time. No sensible Biafran man today, woman, will be saying you want to go and buy designer clothes. Why is not supporting what we're doing? No sensible Biafran man will go and buy an iPhone of 4 million or 3 million. Why you don't have something to secure yourself? You're not supporting those who are defending you. Then when that time comes, use that iPhone to defend yourself. No sensible Biafran man will go and buy a flashy car. No, to flare while you're in that age. Except what you use to generate money. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. No sensible Biafran person will go and buy a flashy car or building hotel while they land in that siege. As long as you have a place you can lay your head. Secure the land first. There is a saying in Igbo adage, yes, don't try to see the meaning of that adage. Support Biafra Defense Forces who are proven beyond doubt capable and displayed professionalism in defending our people, our land with little resources. Let us do this once and for all. Thank you so much for having me. I am Uncle Denamba, one of the people choosing from the mother's womb to bring Biafra, and we'll do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, my Honorable Minister of Information and Communication, for all you do for Biafrans. I want to salute you, my APM, for the great work you are doing for Biafrans. I salute you with all my heart. I salute all the gallant Biafrans for all the contributions, all the sacrifices to make sure that we achieve our independence. Minister of Information, please, I will indulge you. Please indulge me to give me a little bit more time. This is for the record, for historical record, achievements of Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere. Ogechukwu Nkere, serving as the acting Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, assumed leadership at a historic and delicate moment following the declaration of the independence of the United States of Biafra on December 2nd, 2024 in Lahti, Finland, and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's subsequent detention in Finland. Nkere stepped into a critical vacuum. His tenure focused on consolidating the gains of the declaration, strengthening diplomatic outreach, advocating for human rights, and mobilizing Biafrans across the world. The declaration itself, ratifying a year-long self-referendum that recorded over 50 million Biafrans voting for independence, formed the foundation on which Nkere carried out an intense international engagement strategy. His administration prioritized U.S. lobbying, global awareness campaigns, and support for Biafrans diaspora. Below is a chronicle presentation of his major achievements. Immediately after the Lahti Convention, between November 29 to December 3, 2024, which saw 517 delegates formally ratify Biafran Declaration of Independence. Nkere oversaw the preparation and extraction of the final declaration document bearing all signatures. This strengthened the legal and diplomatic standing of the brigade globally. Under his direction, the declaration was swiftly communicated to multiple international bodies, reinforcing Briggs' legitimacy. Notably, the U.S. Department of Justice recognized Brgie as the sole entity positioned for the Biafran restoration effort, a development Nkere capitalized on for global outreach. From February 6 to 13, 2015, Nkere led an official brigade delegation on Washington, D.C., where they engaged U.S. congressional leaders on the referendum results and the political condition of Biafrans under Nigeria. Key figures they met include, for the record, you may go to the Biafran website to see the living pictures of the many congressional men APM met. This discussion pressed the case for U.S. recognition of Biafra, highlighted Nigeria's alleged systematic marginalization of Biafrans, and positioned Brgie as a rising diplomatic force. This period marked the beginning of what observers described as Brigie's growing influence in the corridors of U.S. power. In March, Nkere publicly endorsed the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Committee's move to classify Nigeria as a country of particular concern due to widespread persecution of Christians, reports heightened that 90% of global Christians killings occurred in Nigeria. A statistic Nkere emphasized in his advocacy. He held private strategic discussions with U.S. representatives, and many of them, you can find them in our website. Working closely with lobbyists, Elias Garasolis, Moral Global Strategies, and Brgie Apm Debre, Nkere secured further engagements with U.S. lawmakers, ensuring that the momentum from the referendum was sustained at the congregational level. On July 25, 2025, Nkere made his history by submitting comprehensive testimony to the U.S. Congressional Lotus Human Rights Commission during the landmark hearing titled Transnational Repression, Trends and Policy Approaches. And this highlighted the alleged extraordinary rendition of the detention of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, the politically motivated trial of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Finland, widespread human rights abuses in Nigeria, escalating repression of Biafrans and other ethnic minorities. Nkere called for the release of Kanu and Ekpa. Strong U.S. sanctions against Nigeria, visa bans, economic penalties, and suspension of foreign aid. He also called for possible measures against Finland for perceived judicial compromise. This submission was the first Biafran-led testimony on transnational repression to enter the U.S. congregational record, significantly amplifying Brigie's voice on the global stage. Throughout the latter half of 2025, Nkere conducted numerous town hall meetings across the U.S., including a major one on November 30, 2025, to mobilize the diaspora, raise funds, and provide updates on the post-declaration roadmap. These sessions reinforce support for the Biafran Defense Forces, BDF, and strengthen Brigie's operational capacity. In response to the scheduled Anambra State election, Nkere led the Brigade in declaring a 3-day sit-at-home protest across Biafran territory. This action demanded the release of Nnamdi Kanu and reaffirmed the referendum's 50,048,916 votes for existing Nigeria. Nkere consistently used media channels to highlight violent incursions by Fulani jihadists into Biafran regions, calling for urgent intervention from the U.S. and the international community. He strongly supported the Biafran Defense Forces, describing them as the army of God, mandated to defend Biafran's sovereignty. On September 18, 2025, Nkere ensured Brigie's representation during a high-level congregational briefing in Washington. that featured Dr. Michael Rubin, a renowned U.S. foreign policy expert and senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute. The briefing focused on security deterioration in Nigeria, democratic backsliding, and the rise of state-enabled ethnic violence. Furthermore, in that congregational briefing, Dr. Rubin presented his representation strongly aligned with Brigie's long-standing warnings about systematic persecution of Biafrans, state-backed militia violence, Nigerians escalating instability. Brigie's presence in this briefing helped to strengthen its reputation as a serious stakeholder in Nigeria policy discussions. It also reinforced previous advocacy around CPC designation, sanctions, and intervention. It deepened the relationship with analysts, congregational staffers, and policymakers. Nkere's administration highlighted this briefing as further proof that global experts were increasingly validating Brigie's concerns about Nigeria's governance and security failures. Other diplomatic gains. Under Nkere's watch, Brgie secured unprecedented visibility in U.S. political and human rights circles. His repeated visits to Washington strengthened alliances with lawmakers, including those advocating stronger sanctions against Nigeria's human rights violations. Through his active presence on X Spaces, town halls, and international brokers, Nkere rallied the global Biafran community, lobbyists, Elias Garasolis, and other international supporters publicly endorsed Brigie's strategies, with Garasolis proposing Venezuela-style international pressure mechanism on Nigeria. If I may conclude, Acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere's tenure, spanning from December 2024 to December 2025, was marked by a bold US-centered diplomatic strategy that elevated the Biafran self-determination struggle to the global arena. His leadership capitalized on the momentum of the 2024 Independence Declaration, strengthened Brigie's international visibility, and amplified calls for justice, recognition, and freedom for the Biafran people. I would rather call down to all Biafrans of all walks of life. We have a lot of millionaires and billionaires in Biafra land. Time has come, and it is now, when all will rally around Biafran Republic government in exile under the leadership of APM, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. If you do not do that now, history will judge you, and Biafra land will never forgive you. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, lovers of freedom. Thank you, BDF, for all you do, all the sacrifices you make. This is just the beginning. This anniversary has gone down in history. And soon, and very soon, we shall all dance on the streets of Biafra, according to our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, Biafrans. I yield my mic here.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Information. And I also want to say thank you very much to our Honorable Prime Minister in the name of Honorable Ogechukwu Tere. I also want to thank the entire BROGIA, Biafra Government in Exile Cabinet and members. I also want to say thank you very much to all my fellow comrades, all my fellow media comrades, and including the listeners, the home reps, and the international reps. I just want to say we have all, achieved, and we have all in. Okay, I think that is a mistake anyway. So we continue. So as it is today, we are all here today celebrating and marking the first anniversary of our declaration of our restoration of the Biafra recognition. So we are very, very happy and very, very proud, for the inspiration of the Biafran government in exile, for the courage, for the consistency, for the transparencies, and for the hope being restored. This is something we cannot imagine. Even in the midst of storms, we overcome and we still keep waxing strong. Even in the international communities, our voice and the awareness keep alarming loud and loud. And today we have all seen how far and how well we have gone, but yet it is not over until it is over. So I wouldn't like to use or go that length because of our time, and we still have other comrades who also want to lend their voice. So it is not much. Just like I have said, it is not yet over until it's over. So as you can see, what should we do? We all know what we should do. What we should do has been something that has always been on my mind for a very long time, and I believe that we all know exactly what we should do. So, but if you ask me to rephrase, I will quickly say the only thing that we all should do is to fund and to support the Biafran government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland. This is the only two targets. This is the only two hopes, and all lies in funds. So please, Biafrans, this is the right time. There's no more time for us to keep standing on the fence or gossiping. We have all seen, and this is the right time for us to stand up to our feet and take the bull by its horn. So I really want to say thank you very much to each and every one of us, and I want to encourage each and every one of us, even those that have been deceived before. Somehow we have now seen that the time is yet. So please let us keep our differences aside. This is not a time for differences. It's not time for argument. Please let us just come to the table and do whatsoever we can do to support and make sure that victory is sure. Thank you very much, our acting prime minister. Thank you very much, honorable minister of information, and each and every one of us that are here. I'll yield my mic from here. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Good Good evening, Biafrans. I am proud to be a Biafran today, and I'm glad to be among my brothers and sisters which are standing very strong to fight for their freedom. And freedom is not given, freedom is taken. And we are all stood together that we must take our freedom by force, by fire, by death, or by life. So I am among those that stand still to say Biafra must be on this generation, not another generation. This very generation will be the one that will experience the great country, the great nation, which is Biafra, my country, where my children and my unborn children will live and take place and go to school and have a good life that we are all praying for. I am very, very happy for all my leaders, everyone that have paid their prices, those that put their life, the BDF. May God bless you and give you a shield that He gave to David to kill the Goliath. May He give you the shield that will make you overcome the enemy when they comes. And I pray that God should guide our Honorable PM when he goes to the White House to speak on our behalf. May he speak the word of God, and the white people who are creating the law that govern the world should listen and do as he said. Through Chukwu Okike Abiama, for he has destined us this time that we may take our freedom, but we will not leave it all for him alone. We will support our able PM, our acting PM, so that he can do the work through our agenda, through our little resources that we have. Today make our first anniversary that we have fight, and we still believe that more is still coming, that we'll all celebrate more than this. Today we are online. Next year might be physical in our land, in Biafra land, no longer online, but where we can dance and celebrate. So I wish that God should protect all families of Biafra and all families of our BDF. They should be alive to see the great work that they have all put their effort for. Strengthen our leaders which are in prison in our enemy's camp. Give them super life and more great life that no man can take their life, even when they feed them with poison food and when they give them a poison water. God will give them extra life as he gave to David and as he gave to those that have pains and sorrows. He will give them abundant life, that they will eat and they will not die, and they will wake up and see the greatness they have all fought for. God bless Biafra, and God provide for Biafra, and God give long life to Biafra. I yield my mic. Thank you, Biafrans.
Yes, thank you so much. With all protocol observed, um, I have some little thing that I just want to say. First of all, I would like to thank my honorable APM for what he has been doing, and I will not fail to thank my information minister. These two, I don't know what to qualify you with. You are so amazing. You are doing a wonderful work. Oh, is it 30 veil, or is it tutors? Hi, we have people here. We have people. If I don't mention you, please bear with me. I have your mind. You are all amazing. All of you that have been in the space with us all this while, and we have achieved numerous things, of which we are in the news right now. Which MNK said, a time shall come that we will not pay the media, and they will be talking about us, and that time is now. And please, my honorable APM, there is one thing I want to ask of you. Ask from the government, please. I will want us to once more maybe write them open letter through Punch or Vanguard or whatever it may be, which they will read it. Open letter to the zoo government. Let them know that Biafra is here and we are not going back. I can remember that after the sentencing of the Onyendu MNK, I listened to one interview granted to one Biafran man, one old man, very brave. The way he was answering all the questions, he was so wonderful. But where he lagged behind, where he made his mistakes, was when he was asked about sit at home and about the Biafra agitation. If this is the end, he said yes. He was asked if he was to give an advice to the Biafran people, what will it be? He said he will tell them just be calm, that when they are calm, when they don't do anything, the enemy will be in shambles. They won't know what to do, they won't know what they are thinking, and that God will fight for them. That was where he made a mistake. The God of Israel, or the Holy God, fights for Israel. Israel also fight for themselves. So let them know that this Biafra is still much alive, and it is now that we must get it. There is nothing that will make us to go back. This is all I want to say for now. Bear with me. Thank you so much. I yield my mic.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, my information minister, Sani Akbarawa, Eziokwu Bondi, one of Biafra land. Good morning from here. Good morning, Mazi Ogenkere, our acting prime minister, APM. I want to appreciate you for the wonderful job you are doing, because if you understand this Biafra, you will understand that our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, did not make a mistake when he unveiled the lobbyist and choose you to represent us to the lobbies. And that is what is playing out now. Because I always tell people what Ogenkere is doing, he see the template of Mother Simon Ekpa. He sent you with the lobbyist because you are an American, as if he knew a day like this will come. I appreciate you, Honorable APM Ogenkere. Marty Sonia Barawa, yesterday I listened to your broadcast. What a wonderful man you are. You said it the way it is. When our leader Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped, it looks like the voice was dying. Our PM rose up. Today, in absence of our PM, you are still here analyzing the fact, telling the truth the way it is. Anyone who listened to you yesterday will understand. After the declaration of Biafra, we still have a lot of work to do. Nothing to celebrate yet. Rather, it is time to fight. You have to fight like a mad person. You have to fight financially. You have to fight internationally. You have to fight diplomatically. You have to fight. Even if you use your teeth to fight, this is the time to fight, not the time to celebrate. Thank you for that, your program yesterday. And also, I want to use this opportunity to explain to Biafrans, the stage we are now, it is stage of Anyelele, common sense era. It is time we began to understand our APM doesn't have to be coming out every time to be speaking what we are planning to us. Sometimes we have to keep secret. Sometimes we have to keep what we are planning to ourselves. We don't need to be coming to explain to people so that they can believe that we are genuine. No, we have passed that stage. Whether they believe we are genuine or not, that is their business. As long as I'm concerned, we are still on the template. And I'm so proud of you, Mazo Genkere, for holding this Biafran government in exile. This platform, this beautiful platform that will give us Biafra. Thank you for holding it tight. So it is time our people start to using what is called common sense. When I was growing up, my grandmother used to say, "You don't know what is anyelele." Like when she look at me, she expect me to know what she mean. I don't expect her to be shouting or to be telling me. By looking at me, I already know she want me to go and fetch water. So that is the stage we are now. So we're supposed to be using our common sense to be knowing what we're supposed to do, not expecting our APM to be coming or expecting Sonia Barawa to be coming to be opening up our secrets to our enemies, because our enemies too are listening. So we have to have what is called security cautious. We have to be brave this time. This time around require braveness. And also, I want to use opportunity to warn some people, regardless of who you are in this Biafra, whether you are one of the splinter group, please be careful of what you are saying. Don't just come out because you want to prove a point or you want to be relevant. You come out to be talking unnecessarily. I saw somebody saying that our leader Mazen Nandi can hate Fulani. That's uncalled for. We don't need that type of comment anymore. Nigeria is boiling. Anything can twist anywhere. Nigeria is boiling. They are realizing their mistakes. They are realizing their mistakes. Now they began to understand who Mazen Nandi Kanu is. They began to get the message of Mazen Nandi Kanu and Mazen Simon Ekpa. So anybody can still change their mind wherever they are. It is time to use what is called common sense. Not time to be bragging or making noise on social media. Please, desist from that action. I know the person I'm talking to, he might be listening because they all go to platform with a fake social media platform to listen to what their fellow Biafran is saying. And you are talking about Mazen Nandekan, talking about Simon Ekpa, but you people are dividing everything we are doing. If you so love Mazen Nandekan, love so much Simon Ekpa, why can't you people mellow down and join together for what we are doing? This is Brgie government, Biafran government in exile platform. through the lobbies. Mazi Ogenkere is doing what is the right thing. Ogenkere haven't changed anything. APM hasn't changed anything. He's still with the lobbies. He's still with the BDF. There is nothing Mazi Simon Ekpa created that Ogenkere have changed. But most of you have deviated from the BDF, working with some criminal people called Chika. Some people are creating their own different army. But we are still on that template of Mazi Simon Ekpa, and you come and tell me that we are against Simon Ekpa. You people should desist from what people are doing. You are distracting Biafra. Thank you, everyone. I have passed my message. Everyone must remain resolute. It is time to use common sense. We shouldn't be expecting Sonia Barawa, Mazi Ogenkere to be coming out to be saying something as our leader Mazi Kanu used to do. Because our leader Mazi Kanu said a lot of things because of he want to teach Biafrans. He want to educate Biafrans. The same thing happened to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa because he want to educate Biafrans because Biafrans are acting like zombie. They have to come and be explaining everything, whether the one they're supposed to say or the one they didn't supposed to say. They come out to say it openly. No, this time around, we don't care whether you believe what you are doing. Mazi Ogenkere, anything that is for public consumption, say it. The one that is not for public consumption, keep it to yourself. Keep doing what you are doing. Abacho Sagomal. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh, I'll have, I'll have Biafra. I'm very, very glad to witness this day. Thank God for making us alive. For this is exactly 1 year. Uh, okay, okay. So as I thank God for giving us life to see today. This is 1 year. A baby of 1 year is no more a newborn baby. It's no more a baby of a day. So the baby is now maturing, and I thank God so far for how He keep us. I thank God how He used our information minister to put things in order. How He used our APM, even standing at the right time, at the right side, at the right time with the right people. So without deviating for right or left, have focus. He's a man with the ball now, because we are waiting, as we are on the waiting to wait for our leaders to come out. Our leader, they will march out. Our leaders will march out, and we will work together again. But now he's the man of the moment. I thank God for how he's using him, and I thank God for Mazi Elias, whom made himself a friend that is more than a brother to us, and they are going simultaneously every day, even today at Washington D.C. Some people cannot go, so they have gone there, and I thank God that this achievement for 1 year is so tremendous, in the sense that we have a congressional testimony and a congressional briefing, which all of us gather in Washington D.C. I mean, many of us that have opportunity to be around there gather at Washington D.C. with a joy, and we brief the world, the Americans, and the thing was televised all over. But the hatred is too much that people don't want to uh, testify or the goodness of God towards Brgie. Brgie is a real government of now, which no matter what you try, no matter what you do, no matter what you talk, no matter blackmail, you blackmail us, you blackmail Brgie. Brgie have answer to every question we are asking, or people are asking. So, the achievement so far is so good that people see it. If we have 1 naira, we see where our 1 naira is going. If we have a $1 or $10, any amount of money we think we have or we contributed, we see where the thing is going. And finally, when you check yourself, how much you have contributed, you find out that we still need more. So that's why whatever that is happening today in the zoo, our people have to open eyes, because the damage caused by those Jezebel and those people, the spiritual unit people, the damage they have caused too much. But we need to, healing to the heart of many people, so that they will come to realize that they have to join us to do the needful. Bible says that Jesus said that those that are first will be last, and last will be first. And that is what is going to happen. The miracle God will do for us, as it is in my mind and the mind of genuine blood Biafrans, is that God will raise people for himself, that we do this to work, not those people that are splitting, that is talking all sort of jargon against the movement. So as God has used us to reach this level, to put, I think when you think of Ogenkere, I mean our APM, and when you think about the layers they gave them, in spite of that name they gave to them, they still prevail. And the world has seen it today, that they are at the front. We others cannot go. Where even official Abba cannot enter. They have entered there. So today, I am thanking God for, because the day we will celebrate independence, that will be maybe 1 month program. Any restaurant you enter, anywhere you go, you eat free food, you dance, and in the street we dance. But the one we are doing today, we are thanking God so far, because I know that many good news will be coming on this moment, and come until all eyes will see it. It will be as when somebody grew up. So this is my own, what I saw and what I observed, that God have done it for us. So now Nigeria have been designated to what it is, to zero level. We had once called us dot, but now they are now zero. They are now zero. Where Christian cannot even supposed not to be. So I don't know what is coming, but God knows what is coming to them, and we are all of us are seeing it in the mirror that things is coming. But I am still pleading to all these people. If you have been deceived by DOS, then ask yourself a question. Is any person telling you how you marry your wife, how you sleep with your wife? Is there any person that put food in your mouth as a grown up? Why must you allow DOS, inconsequential people, wicked people, to deceive you to this level? So I'm talking of the people that are deceived. Just come back, come and join us. What you think is not what is reasonable. Why? Because this Biafra you see belong to nobody, but it belongs to all of us. So if anything you do, you have record. All these things we are doing today have record. Whenever our leader come out, We bring our record and show him. No matter what, um, whatever people think about us. When our PM come out, we bring our record from November last year to today. We show the record. Then, what are you going to show in your own circle? I mean, those that are doing accountability and opening close our website. That's what they will show. Or feeding our leaders with the wrong information. So what are you going to show? Because everything have record. Everything somebody do, there must be accountability with the God. So when our leader comes, we see what we have there, what Ogenkere, our APM, and our lobbyist, our attorneys, how far they have gone. Likewise, when can come, we see everything. So I don't know why somebody are still receiving money from the zoo to scatter what this thing cannot be scattered. I mean, the Africa cannot be scattered because it's a spirit. It's like church. No matter how you talk against a religion like a church or like Christianity, it cannot be with your mouth spoil it. Why? Because you are not the one that keep it. Even any religion, hence you are not the one that institute it. You cannot be able to spoil it. So I'm calling Biafra all over the world, from all over the world, to come together and rally around Ogenkere. And I'm calling those all the Biafrans that are fearing Nigeria, because and a fear is causing some people not to show themselves. I am calling all those businessmen, even politicians. When I come from your hideout, come and join what we are doing. All of us will benefit it, and when we benefit it, the people that the cap fit, that is people that will be in the government. This government will not remain like this. There will be a time we see ourselves, our face to face. Then he said, I'm going to this office. You enter that office and go there. Okay. Okay, so this advice I'm giving to everybody that is hearing my voice, or people that will still hear the voice tomorrow, when they hear the record, that we have to come together. Mazen Nanakano is not a Biafra, but he's a leader of Biafra. Then our PM is a leader of Biafra government in exile. And our PM also is acting on his behalf for now. So nobody it's not busy business of one man. It's business of all. It's business of souls. All the souls of Biafra come together. Let us do this thing. And you see what is happening now everywhere. Terrorists is full everywhere. They are filled everywhere, even in the east. But God is still serving the east. I can never be like a north. So this is where I will pause. But nothing again. What I want to talk is that there is the one is not good for human. I mean public consumption. So if I can get if I can have time, I will I'll have number of our APM. There's a suggestion I will give to him. The suggestion that is in my mind, I want to give it. It's not something I will give publicly. And likewise, our information minister, if I have a direct number, I give you suggestion in either in Telegram or in WhatsApp. So that I will give it so that if is God putting that in my mind, let us implement it. So this is where I will pause. Thank you. All hail Biafra. I, I don't have your number. So okay, I swear. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.